Ever wonder what happens when the robots finally clock in and you clock out for good? Not in some dramatic Terminator showdown, but just a quiet Tuesday when your job simply doesn't exist anymore. Imagine you're living in a world where AI has methodically replaced every role you can think of. The baristas, the accountants, the surgeons, the artists, all gone. Not fired, just obsolete. So here's the trillion-dollar question. What exactly do the few remaining humans do when there's literally nothing left to do? And more importantly, who are these lucky survivors at the top? Turns out, in this hypothetical endgame, the only people left standing are those who own the machines. We're talking about a handful of trillionaires who control every AI system, every automated factory, every algorithm that runs the world. Everyone else? Well, they're part of the everyone that got replaced. Picture this, like the ultimate game of musical chairs, except the music stopped decades ago and only 5 people are still sitting. The rest of us are just kind of standing around, wondering if we're even still playing. Now, you might ask, what's the economy even look like when nobody works? Here's where it gets weird. Technically, production goes through the roof. AI factories churn out products 24/7, farms harvest themselves, goods get delivered by drones. Efficiency has never been higher. But here's the catch. Who's buying any of this stuff? You need money to buy things, and you get money from working, but there's no work. It's like setting up the world's most elaborate vending machine and then realizing you forgot to give anyone quarters. The trillionaires face a bizarre problem. They own everything, control everything, but their customer base has basically evaporated. It's the ultimate you can't eat money scenario, except they can't even sell the food they're producing. Some futurists suggest this is where universal basic income swoops in like a superhero. The trillionaires pay everyone just to exist, keeping the economy spinning. But let's be real, this is charity with extra steps, and it puts literally everyone at the mercy of a handful of people's generosity. Imagine waking up every day knowing your entire existence depends on whether 5 people decide you're worth keeping around. That's not a society. That's a subscription service where you're hoping you don't get canceled. Now, the trillionaires have their own problems too. Sure, they're rich beyond measure, but who's left to impress? Your yacht is phenomenal, but everyone else is either an AI or someone dependent on your handouts. Where's the fun in winning when there's nobody left to compete against? This is where the social fabric gets really strange. Do humans even have purpose anymore? Or are we just pets being kept comfortable by our AI-wielding overlords? Some people might love that no work, all play, endless entertainment. Others might lose their minds from the meaninglessness of it all. History shows us that humans don't do well without purpose. We're wired to strive, to build, to compete, to create. Strip all that away and you might have material comfort, but you've also got an existential crisis the size of the planet. The trillionaires might try to solve this by creating artificial challenges, manufactured competitions, maybe even simulated work. Congratulations, you've just invented the most elaborate participation trophy system ever conceived. Everyone gets to pretend their efforts matter while the AI does the real work. But here's where it gets darker. What if the trillionaires decide there's no point in keeping everyone around? If AI can do everything and the masses just drain resources, why maintain the illusion? This is the scenario that keeps philosophers up at night, the cold calculus of pure efficiency. Some argue that won't happen because humans have inherent value. But historically, value gets defined by utility. When you're no longer useful, you're negotiating from a pretty weak position. The trillionaires hold all the cards, all the resources, and all the power. Now let's say somehow we avoid the dystopian purge and everyone gets their basic income check. What does daily life even look like? You wake up, you have food, shelter, entertainment, all your needs met, but by robots, for free, because you exist. Does art still matter when AI can generate anything you imagine instantly? Do relationships deepen or decay when nobody has shared struggles anymore? These questions might sound philosophical, but they're actually quite practical when you're designing a post-work society. The trillionaires themselves face an interesting paradox. They achieved ultimate power by making humans unnecessary. but humans are the only audience that can truly appreciate their success. And AI doesn't care that you won capitalism. It's like being the king of an empty kingdom. You've also got the problem of succession. Do these trillionaires pass their empires to their children, creating an eternal ruling class? Or does even that become meaningless when AI can manage everything more efficiently than any human heir? Meanwhile, the rest of humanity might fragment into bizarre subcultures, people desperately trying to create meaning in a meaningless system. Maybe we all become artists, philosophers, or professional hobbyists. Maybe we just binge entertainment until our brains turn to mush. Some optimists suggest this could be humanity's golden age. Freed from labor, we finally have time to pursue pure knowledge, creativity, and self-actualization. But that assumes everyone wants to be self-actualized, and history suggests most people just want to be comfortable and entertained. The real question nobody wants to ask, are we already halfway there? The gap between the ultra-wealthy and everyone else keeps growing, AI keeps getting smarter, and more jobs disappear every year. This isn't science fiction, it's a trend line that's been running for decades. What separates our present from this hypothetical future might just be timing and degree, not fundamental difference. We're already experimenting with how to keep people comfortable while their economic purpose evaporates. We just call it unemployment benefits instead of post-labor society management. Here's the final twist. Maybe the trillionaires themselves get replaced eventually. If AI can do everything better than humans, why would it need human owners? The last irony would be the people who automated everyone else getting automated themselves. So we're left with a choice that's both immediate and distant. Do we steer toward a future where technology serves humanity, or where humanity becomes an afterthought in a world run by machines and their last few human landlords? The answer might already be written in the code we're writing today and the economic systems we're building right now. That's the paradox of the post-work world. Infinite productivity, zero purpose, and a handful of people deciding what happens next. Pleasant dreams, and remember, your replacement is probably in beta testing as we speak.